Alright guys, it's episode 14, and of course our second episode of our second season as a professional footballer, and we're in the starting 11 again, unfortunately, about 9 minutes in. A far too easy header met at the back post by Mizumoto gives Sanfrecce Hiroshima the lead in the Hiroshima-Nagasaki derby we've got going on. 16 minutes in, some fancy footwork by yours truly down the right wing. Unfortunately, comes to nothing. And then in the 25th minute, our centre-back tries his luck from distance, and unfortunately just wasn't meant to be. 40th minute or so, we try and whip the ball in, no one there to meet it. And then a few minutes later, nice through ball from myself to try and push us further up the park, because, you know, if we're going to do well this season, this is really the type of team we should be looking to beat. And it was kind of a semi-assist from me once again, as we saw in the last episode, where my pass was the last key pass before someone else assisted a goal. So, you know, hopefully that reflects relatively positively on me. Going into the second half, we had a real good opportunity to basically score one-on-one with the goalkeeper. To be fully honest, I kind of got a bit confused because I thought I was offside, and then I got my positioning all wrong. So I'll show you where I think it went wrong. Here, when I cut in on my left and then cut in back out on my right, that just kind of, I narrowed the angle for myself. And, you know, with my finishing attributes, I weren't really doing myself any favours. So really disappointed not to get my first goal of the season. But we go again. Nice volleyed attempt from me. 59th minute off the edge of the box. Got saved by the opposition goalkeeper. And then in the blink of an eye, we get counter-attacked after pretty much dominating for the whole second half. Our defenders and goalkeeper both caught in no man's land. And Berisha put Sanfrecce Hiroshima 2-1 up. Yeah, they had another chance as well, but it got saved by our goalkeeper. He needs to start learning to catch balls like that, otherwise it'll come back to haunt us. Nice techers from me there with a back pass out wide. And yeah, pretty much almost practically last kick of the game. Trying to create chances, but it just isn't meant to be in the end. One more chance on goal with the head from the corner, but we did unfortunately lose the match. We got a rating of 6.5, and, you know, it still leaves us on only a single point. Next up, Cerezo Osaka. That's a single point from 4 games, by the way, in this new season. 4 minutes in, they hit the post, and then 20 minutes in, I spot a run of a cheeky, wild Marilla that appears and get my, I think that's my 3rd assist of the season. So a bit of man love between me and Marilla there. Good to see, obviously, myself in the starting lineup again, but the more impactful I can be when starting games, when on the pitch, obviously the better it reflects on me. 7 minutes later, I have a chance to basically shoot, but I probably take a little bit too long to kind of pull the trigger. I thought I'd be a little bit faster than the defender, but he did well to kind of hold me off, which meant that, you know, I think if I'd shot earlier, I'd have at least maybe forced a corner out the goalkeeper versus what we saw. But anyways, it's another similar opportunity again. I kind of get squished between the 2 defenders. I get a shot off this time, but the goalkeeper does really well to save it. But despite that, Nakahara picks the ball up on the rebound and cuts inside on his left foot. Obviously, me and Nakahara both looking to impress because we both tend to occupy that right midfield role, especially after Sawada left the club in the last transfer window. Anyways, 73rd minute, we're still on the pitch. They get a consolation goal. Or is it going to be a consolation goal? We'll have to wait and see. Really annoys me on Pez when, like, a team are losing and then they actually celebrate. It's like you're 2-1 down still, you know, stop celebrating. It kind of... Pez does some things really, really well, like better than FIFA, to achieve immersion. And then it does stuff that... It does really, really badly, that completely ruins the good stuff that it does. But anyways, 3 points for us makes it 4 points from 5 to kick off this season, and on an individual level, we got a rating of 8.5. We did, however, get dropped to the subs bench, which was interesting. I tried to kind of investigate whether or not I was only starting games because someone was injured or something like that, but I think the manager decided to give me a rest. But anyways, as we saw, there was a really, really good counter-attack from us. We should be looking to play a bit more direct like this more often because we have fast, pacey players who are able to play like this, and you kind of need to given our tactical system. But anyways, it only took them 2 minutes to equalise. It's also worth shouting out about the fact that Iniesta, I think, has also retired or left Vissel Kobe. But the PES interface doesn't really make it easy to look for people like that. All I know is that he's definitely no longer at Vissel Kobe. They definitely have Podolski and David Villa left, though, I think. But anyways, we went 2-1 up. Marilla, who scored his second goal of the game, and 44th minute, you know, when you're Viva and Nagasaki, you say to yourselves, let's hold on, let's go in at half-time with the lead, and some poor goalkeeping from our man between the sticks from a Lucas Podolski shot. Really, when you parry this type of shot away, you should be trying to basically get it away from goal, not parry it right across your penalty spot, otherwise that happens. So yeah, we came out into the second half. A nice dummy there from Nakahara on the right-hand side. Gets an assist to the head of Suzuki. Nakahara is obviously the player that came in for me, so he was certainly impressing. But, you know, it keeps me on my toes. My question is, why can't Suzuki actually head on target like that when I'm the one crossing the ball into the box? Because I feed them way more crosses when I'm playing out on the right-hand side. But, yeah, we were fortunate not to concede yet again there. And in the 65th minute or so, after this opportunity on goal that gets saved, the inevitable happens after the Vissel Kobe captain, Lucas Podolski, creates a chance on goal. And, yeah, they go on to make it 3-3. I think my man of the match, to be honest, was Podolski. He was phenomenal, really. Definitely showing his years of experience on the pitch and showing the rest of us up. But anyways, with 20 minutes or so to go in the 70th minute, I get subbed on as a right midfielder. Crosses left, right and centre from the right-hand side of the box. And, yeah, yet another key pass from myself that leads into an assist that leads to, obviously, a goal. Marilla makes it 4-3 and obviously puts his name on the match ball as he secures his hat-trick with a nice finish with his left foot. But poor defending as well from Vissel Kobe to allow him to really make that run through. But again, we struggled in the past to kind of hold on to these types of winning positions. So, you know, a big test of our character early on in this second season was to be seen. And fortunately for us, we passed it with flying colours. It was a Suzuki pass into the path of Marilla, who said, a hat-trick ain't enough for me. I want a super hat-trick. And got his 4th goal of the match. And obviously, most importantly, gave us that breathing space that we needed up against a strong side in the league like Vissel Kobe. But anyways, 94th minute, really bad tackle on me, sliding tackle, and it didn't look good. We zoomed in a little bit. I looked in pain, wasn't really moving, and then as soon as I kind of saw the referee here signal to the bench that we need... you know, I want to say the medic, the physio on. Play too much Battlefield, me. That we need the physio on. I knew it potentially wasn't going to be good. We had to, unfortunately, finish the game, basically, in the treatment room because, yeah, we'd made all our subs, and that was why the breathing space on the score sheet was so important. We got a final rating of 5.0, but then again, we didn't have that much time on the pitch. And unfortunately for me, it meant I was out for a month. But fortunately, the lads played well, which left us in 7th place on 13 points. So I'll see you guys in the next episode now that I'm back from injury.